Hello beautiful creatures of the world and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about Hannah's hair journey from jet black to this red and like underneath this pink. So our journey started about 2 months ago-ish.
Yeah. I think it was when I went to the mall and I wanted to see how much it would cost roughly to get my hair professionally done because I have never gotten my hair professionally done. Never had it professionally dyed or professionally cut. So I just wanted to see how much it would cost for them to bleach it and like do all over red. After it was all said and done, they were wanting to charge me like $350 for it, and I'm a college student and I'm broke as it is, so obviously I didn't have the money for that. So then I decided like, hey, why not just try it anyways, but try it using Sally Beauty Supply products.
So we go to Sally's Beauty Supply and we get L'Oreal High Color Highlights, which is supposed to be like high lift red for dark hairs only, which works really well actually on dark hair for no bleach, but not if your hair has been dyed black. Yeah. So basically what happened is she had her jet black hair, and I will actually insert a video right now of the process, a setting up process of what we did before dyeing her hair entire your head red the first time. Okay, so we have Hannah's dyed black hair. It's more jet black than Michael Clifford's heart. We're gonna try and get it to be red. So what we did is we went to Sally's and we got some supplies. We have this L'Oreal High Color Highlights. We have one in red. And then we also have one in magenta. We actually got two of each because we think we're going to do 2 applications. And she definitely needs 2 boxes for her long hair. So we are going to use one of the red and one of the magenta in an application. We also have some L'Oreal Cream Developer. Here are the 2 little bottles. And we have the brushes, a wide tooth comb with some ponytails, some Vaseline to put on her skin.
Which I already did.
Yeah.
I put it on my forehead, that's why it looks really oily and gross.
It's not just normally that way.
No, I promise.
We also have a mixing bowl with a little whiskey thing, because you can just use the back of your mixing brush, but I definitely recommend a whisk. This is like $1 or $2 at Sally's. We also have some riveting red shampoo and conditioner to put color back in her hair. Some gloves, because, you know, and a shower cap to put on at the end. So let's get started. And then after that, her hair turned out like this. And then about 6 weeks later, it looked like this.
So yeah, it was definitely kind of a little discouraging because I definitely thought that, you know, right away it was going to be this awesome red color and it was going to look so well, but I didn't really take into consideration the fact that I've been dyeing my hair black for over, I think, half a year. Yeah, more than that. 2 years, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's been a while since I've been dyeing my hair. So, I mean, it's been, like, chemically processed so many times. And, you know, just the color wasn't getting into my cuticle. So, yeah. It was definitely very discouraging at first, but...
So like a couple weeks ago, we didn't really know what to do with her hair. Her hair was definitely starting to get a little washed out, as you could see from that picture. And we needed to do something. You didn't want to completely give up on red and go back to black. So we decided we were going to get another L'Oreal High Color Highlights in both the red and the magenta, as seen in the previous video. And do her whole hair that and hope that the red would come up brighter. But then Hannah decided she wanted some pink in the underlayer. So we bleached this. We used Kaleida Colors Blue Bleach.
It smells like blueberries.
We used that on the bottom part with a 30 volume L'Oreal Developer. And it got pretty blonde actually, surprisingly.
Surprisingly, yeah. It was like dark. Like darker than my soul dark. But it surprisingly really turned out well. I was very surprised and very happy with how blonde it actually was. And it wasn't really brassy that much either, which was really surprising too. And then the top of my hair was so black, or well, it was black in some spots and it was red in some spots. It wasn't really even. And so I decided, I came up with this little idea, like, let's throw some bleach on the top part of my hair and let that, you know, sit on there for a little bit. And it definitely lightened up my hair. And then we washed the bleach completely out of my hair, and
You had blonde right here. You had like blonde roots. You had like some kind of pink stuff happening right here. You had like pretty red right and down here.
Hmm. And then after we bleached my entire hair,
Again with the Kaleidocolors blue mixed with 30 volume L'Oreal Developer.
and definitely like on the pink parts of my hair, was where we let the bleach sit for over
an hour. A little over an hour.
But we decided that we didn't want to like really bleach my entire hair, but we did put bleach on the top part of my hair, and we let it sit for like what, 15 minutes?
10-15 minutes, yeah.
And it was really surprising how like light it actually made my hair within that duration of time. And after that, then we went ahead and we mixed up the high color highlights, the red and magenta, threw that on there, and then I threw on the pink and on the bottom, and I washed the pink out.
We used an argan oil pink color. Do you remember the color?
It was hot pink. It was just a hot pink.
It was hot pink by Argan Oil. It's like a Manic Panic or like a Beyond the Zone, but it was called Argan Oil color.
Hmm. And so I threw the hot pink on, I washed that out, and then I washed the red out. And this is kind of what happened. And I was very skeptical at first mixing red and pink because I didn't know if it was going to like clash and mesh together and look really weird. But my red kind of does this thing where it's very vibrant up on top, and then it kind of gets darker towards the bottom. So the good thing about my pink is it's like the underlayer of my hair. So it really stands out against like the darkness of my red. So it doesn't really clash or look bad because it gets so dark, my red does, towards the bottom of my head, which is pretty cool. So all in all, I definitely will say that I am very happy with my results.
Is your hair damaged?
A little bit, but I mean, that's kind of the whole thing with bleaching is you're gonna get, or dyeing your hair anyways, you're gonna get some sort of damage. Like, I've been dyeing my hair for quite a long time, and even when I would dye it black, it would still get a little bit damaged. But the thing that is really good about having such light hair is, I mean, it's a lot harder to notice how dirty and greasy and oily it gets. So I just kind of let it get as gross as I possibly can, which doesn't really sound pleasing, but it's really, really good for my hair. And right after I dyed it, this is going to sound really gross, but right after I dyed it, I didn't wash it for like 5 days. And I gotta say that that's really helped because it was kind of like straw. It felt like straw right after I dyed it. So I was like, okay, I need to let my hair bounce back a little bit. And so I decided that I wasn't going to wash it for 5 days. And that definitely helped. It's been a lot better. And I do also rub argan oil into it, and I deep condition and stuff like that. So it's definitely not as damaged as I thought it was going to be because I've just been keeping constant aware of keeping it healthy and stuff.
And my advice to anyone who has like dyed black hair, who really wants like red or pink hair, would be you can try and do it without bleach, you can go for it, but you might waste a lot of time and money doing it that way. Unfortunately, bleach sometimes is the only option in that situation, so you really need to decide if you want to bleach it, if you want to go through that process of your hair. You can get your hair to be as, like, you had jet black hair, look, it's vibrantly red and pink. You can do it, it's just going to take time and bleaching, unfortunately. When it's dyed black, you're in a bad situation when that happens. So you can get it out of black, but it is going to take some bleaching and some damage, unfortunately.
I guess I have 2 words of advice. My first word of advice is definitely know your hair, because everybody's hair is different. I've noticed, before I even tried to dye it red, I had watched YouTube videos where there were girls that had dyed their hair red, no problem, and they had black hair. And so everybody's hair is different, everybody's hair takes color different, and so that's probably my one word of advice, is just to really know your hair. And if your hair has been known to not take color as well, just expect this to be kind of a process thing and don't expect it to be an immediate thing. And the second word of advice is do not get discouraged, because I definitely was discouraged at first, especially when I didn't get the immediate result that I wanted. But after